when we play it now, like, okay, and I come in with the first snare drum hit, and Satomi does a big jump, you know, and I remember one time we played a music festival in Seattle. I had just bought a new snare head that day because the old one was starting to get old, and I was worried that it might break. So I got a completely new head at some music store in Seattle, and we set up and we get on stage. It's so exciting. There's a huge crowd, and we start with Twin Killers. Okay. And it's building and building, and then and then I hit the snare. Satomi does the jump, and I hit the first snare hit instantly. The head's broken. One hit, one note, and then we had to stop the show, find a new snare drum, or like put on a new head or whatever. Like basically, it's meant to be very loud, and I think that at the time we struggled so much with how to make the drums or the band sound loud in our mixes. And we were in this completely deadened, like carpeted, practice space. The sound didn't travel anywhere and it had no character whatsoever. And it's like, we were so deep into it and had overworked all of this stuff to such an insane degree that I think we thought we were making a really heavy sounding drum sound. And I listen to it now. I'm like, tink,
Very cute
it's like
sounding.
the drum does not sound like Def Leppard or, Metallica or, just sounded like nothing.
Top of the train dance, pretty, dresses stars. Be kind, be shy, we're all wise. Witty, wicked, destroyers.
Well, the intro was John's. That was all John's thing.
Yep.
Then it just got pasted on. And it was like almost unrelated, in a different key, a different tempo, a different emotion, And it's like, oh, this will be perfect.
Right.
But I do remember it coming together pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was fast.
That one wasn't super hard.
Actually, I remember writing the chorus at home. Satomi and I had a TV at the time, and I remember there was some award show. It was like the Grammys or something. It was one of these kinds of things, or like a country music awards or something. And you know how those are. It's like somebody sings a song, and then there's a special guest comes on and takes one verse or whatever, and it's like not someone who was on the original song, but then they're there because they're accepting an award for some other thing later in the program, and everybody stands up and cheers. And I remember just thinking like, maybe it was like Sheryl Crow was playing. And I remember switching the TV off. I didn't know the song, and I wanted to switch it off before I had memorized what her song was. And I'm like, okay, like the sound of Sheryl Crow is swimming around in my head. I'm like, I want to write a song that would be perfect for an award show. And that's how I made up the melody of the chorus. It was like a kind of bluesy thing or whatever. And then people ended up covering it. It's like there was some really good covers appeared online that really touched me a lot because I felt that my fantasy of the song was somehow understood. You know what I mean? It became what I sort of hoped it would be.
Yeah, that's from my middle school. I had, twin sisters, friends, who kind of, stopped hanging out with me one day.
and I was feeling,
Conspiracy.
yeah, I still, it was very strong memory. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be fun to write a, revenge, revenge,
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, it's like you're "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. Supposedly that's like the
your diss
revenge.
track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Phil.
Yeah.